Okay, so with Facebook, like we talked about, the importance of groups and pages. So the next thing we want to talk about is fans. So you want to target fans that are going to be interested in your product. So again, this is where searching comes in and liking someone. Um, then you want to target your friends of fans. So this is a great way to start with Facebook. It allows you to integrate your telephone contacts. It allows you to integrate your, I think, your LinkedIn contacts. Facebook also has bought Instagram now. So now they're connected. So you can bring your Instagram friends from Facebook and vice versa. Your Instagram fan. Let me say that again because that's silly. Okay. So Facebook bought Instagram. So now you can import your Facebook friends to your Instagram account and your Instagram friends to your Facebook account. Hopefully that was a little bit clearer. So that way, again, you're keeping that target audience. Again, you're creating that fish in a barrel. The next thing you want to do is find friends of the friends that you already have. So let's say you have a friend that's following you. Follow like 10 or 15 of their friends. When you get time, you want to just do this a little bit at a time because you don't want to overwhelm people and you don't want to make it feel spammy. Engage with your fans. This is the time to wow them. So again, on Facebook, you can have a lot more interaction. So you can have conversations. You can be expanding on your story like we were talking about. But this is your time to really show who you are and how great you are and why they want to do business with you. Speak your fans' language. Again, this goes back to knowing who your avatar is, knowing your demographic. So you want to be able to keep your content relevant to that. As you're seeing themes that we talk about over and over. We're talking about how your content is relevant to your avatar. We're talking about how you have consistent branding throughout all of your platforms. And we talk about your brand identity consistently coming through your platforms as well as your brand voice. So again, if you have any questions about that, we'll talk about that more in detail. But promote your post for best reach. Promoting your post actually is a way to pay for a Facebook ad. I would only promote posts that are for events or are for promotions, and you really want to look at your return of investment. So let's say you're doing a sale and normally your consultation fee is $199 and you're going to do it for $159, and you're thinking about promoting that boost or boosting that page because it'll say, would you like to boost this? And I would say what I have found with Facebook ads, the things that work best with Facebook ads are free events, which I am not a fan of free events because, again, I feel like that's devaluing you. But if you're trying to build your customer base and you're trying to actually establish yourself in the community and you want to do a free event so that you're getting your name out there, that's your choice. So I would say Facebook ads do really well with free events. They also do really well with really huge discounted sales. But again, think about the pros and cons of devaluing your services. Because remember, if somebody is buying something for free or at a discounted price, they're always going to want things for a discounted price. So those may not be your highest quality clients. So really think about that. In my opinion, Facebook ads are great when you first start your group so that you can just get people to come to your group. So when you go into Facebook ads, and that again can be a whole nother conversation and topic, it gives you the choice of, do you want to target your audience? Do you want to sell a product or do you want to promote an event kind of thing? So what you'd want to do is you would want to target your audience to bring them into your group. But I like organic growth better because again, you're controlling who you're bringing in there. They are a better chance of being raving fans and instead of it just being a wide net of just anyone that might be interested. So again, that's something we could have a whole another 2-hour conversation on, but I just kind of wanted to give you some basic information on that. Engagement. So insights tell you what works. So there is a little button at the very top of your Facebook thing, and it looks sort of like a graph. That's also on Instagram. So you'll see it in both of those. So if you click on that, it will tell you how many people liked your post, clicked on your post, engaged with you, and it tells it by a week. So you can see weekly how you're growing. You can see that on Instagram as well. And again, it's sort of like this graph looking thing. I can show you that if you need. You should actually be on Facebook right now kind of following along so you can see these pieces. But that is a great, again, I'm a biology person. I love numbers. I love analytics. I love seeing what things are working or not. That's telling you what posts work, what posts engage people the most. Same thing with Instagram. What did they like best? Did they like your Motivational Monday post? Did they like when you featured an employee post? What are they working with? So then that way you can kind of keep tailoring your post to what people like the most. So again, photos equal engagement, videos equal engagement. With Facebook, you have a little bit more time. So just a reminder, Facebook is a 5-minute video. So you have up to 5 minutes to create a video that will go on your timeline. Now, Facebook also has the option to do Facebook Lives. Facebook Lives, again, will show up in your story, but they actually, Facebook Lives you can save and you can post onto your timeline as well. What I like to do when I do a Facebook Live is I will do a Facebook Live at an event or a Facebook Live to do a promotion or to do anything that's kind of getting engagement. Like I did a Facebook Live about Social Jump 2018. Try to get a little bit of engagement on that. And the cool thing about Facebook Live is you actually see who's on there. They can comment, they can put up little emojis, you can get really involved. Make sure when you're doing a Facebook Live, you're saying hello to everyone that comes in, you're really interacting with them. And then what I will do after the Facebook Live is I will kind of do a summary of what I just talked about on my Facebook Live and post that on my timeline as well. So that way it's kind of hitting people twice with the information. You either have the really short version that's 5 minutes and under, or you have the longer version where you can see people interacting and things like that. So I like to actually post them both times because it increases my user engagement. That's your choice to do. But I think that works really well for me at least. Again, photos, you can take photos from Instagram, resize them and reformat them so they fit your Facebook. Canva, again, is great to do that with because it will tell you which pictures fit what media. So it'll say Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, yada, yada. And again, it gives you a cohesive look throughout all the platforms. Ask questions of your fans. Again, this is a great place where you can do polls, where you can do generic questions, where you can say, hey, I'm doing this. What would you like to see? What would you like to do? Tell me. And this is a great way to get engagement. And I will tell you at first, you may not get that much engagement, and keep posting because again, you're training your followers to engage. So when someone engages, make sure you tag them again, which is this @ symbol. So @ Jenny Raving Fan. Thank you so much for responding. I love that you're talking about this. That was a great recommendation or suggestion you gave us. Let's give Jenny a big round of, make sure you're really blowing that up because the more, again, positive reinforcement you're giving these people for engaging, the more people are getting engaged because you have tons of people that are what I call like, I'm not gonna call them stalkers. They're more like, they just kind of hang around. So they're watching what's going on, but they're not engaging in the group. So you want to get those people that are just kind of watching what's going on to actually get engaged and start answering your questions. And the only way you're going to do that is by rewarding the people that are actually engaging with you so they decide they want to be part of it. And you're always going to have some kind of people that just kind of hang out and watch what's going on. But those are good people too because they're still interested. If they weren't interested, they would have left your group, right? So don't negate those people. Just try to work on interacting with those people. And the next thing is make sure to try to post when fans are active. So if you notice, a lot of times people are working 9 to 5s and then they get off at 5 o'clock and they want to do their social media. So we'll talk about specific times of when social media is the best to post. We'll get into that later. So one great thing that you can do is, so you have on Facebook, you have your profile picture and then you have what's called your cover photo. Your cover photo should be an extension of either your brand or it's a great place for a call to action, like a promotion or a check this out or anything like that. But you want to make sure, again, that your cover photo and your profile photo are complementing each other. So maybe this is a great time where your profile photo, because the way Facebook looks is this is your profile photo. We're going to say you have this amazing headshot and then you have the cover photo like this. And what you could do in the cover photo is put your logo. So that might be a great way to incorporate both of those. Or you could take your profile photo and expand it out. Or you could put your slogan here. Or you could put, again, a call to action. Anything that's going to entice people to want to come into your group and to want to come into your page. And I, again, recommend highly that both your page and your group look very similar. You're going to have more interaction on your group because your group is your people where you're funneling your raving fans at. Your page is mostly going to be where people find you through search engine optimization, through Googling, that sort of thing. So that's sort of the difference. So your page might have a post that's more generic, and then your group is where you're going to want to post your questions, your polls, your calls to action, anything like that. So the next thing would be, again, announce promotions on that cover photo. Changes appear in your newsfeed. So anytime you change your cover photo, anytime you change your profile photo, that will appear in a newsfeed, and everyone that's following you will get that, which will remind them to come back and check on the group. So again, take the time to go and get a headshot session. Then you have multiple headshots to choose from. Usually the photographers give you 4 or 5 edited photos that look really, really good. So you can change those out every so often, and that's going to bring more people into your group or raise audience awareness again. Because again, you want to always interact, and if you're not changing things and moving things around, you can lose that audience engagement. Change that cover photo. I like to do, for some of my, like my redhead that wears pink, sometimes I'll say like, hello, May, or, just something that kind of reiterates, like, I'm here, guys, come look at me, come check me out. So that's really important. So you want to really look at your analytics on Facebook. So the way that you know things are working is by your reaches and shares. So you want to look at how many times people are sharing what you're putting up there. That tells you how good the quality of your content is. Also notice how many people are liking your photo, and then how many people are actually commenting on your photo or commenting on your post that you did. Again, make sure that you thank them, make sure you answer their questions, you engage with them. The people engaged fans, those are the most valuable. Those are your raving fans. Those are the ones that you want to say thank you to. Those are the ones that you want to call out. Let's see. Identify. Well, we don't need to worry about that one. So here's a great thing with Facebook. Contests are great. So again, just like with Instagram, you can do contests for a fan who shares. Like any person that shares, you put them in a fishbowl, and then you pick a name and they win something, a free consultation, a free product, something very small, but something that also gets people to interact. Integrate content from your website. So like I like to actually have a library of articles related to what I do, and every once in a while I'll bring one of those articles out, but I will pin it or I will post it from my website so that it's encouraging people to go to my website and check out the website traffic. So that's really important. Crowdsource new product ideas. You actually have free marketing with social media. So let's say you're interested in starting a new product line or a new product or a new service that you want to add. Ask your raving fans, do you think this would be a good idea? Would you be interested in this X product? Would you want to try this out? If they say yes, you have a new product. If they say no, then you need to tweak it. But that's great. People pay for that type of advertisement, and we have this free at our disposal if we're using social media properly. So that's really, really important. Another thing to do is ask fans to vote for their favorite idea. This is a great way to test your logo out. You have your existing logo, and then maybe you want to tweak your logo. Ask fans which one they like. Do they like number 1 or do they like number 2? Again, use the raving fans and use your audience, A, to interact, but also to get information back about your company. Ask them what they like. Do you like this logo or do you like this logo? Do you like this slogan or do you like this slogan? Do you like this headshot or do you like this headshot? People will love to vote on things. They love to vote on things, and it's a great way to do interaction. And then it's also, again, giving you that market research that some people have to pay giant companies for, and you're getting it for free because you know how to use your social media smartly. Photo contests are great. So let's go back to our fire burning guy that sells firewood, and he posts on Facebook, post your bonfire pictures from the summer. The best bonfire picture wins a load of firewood. I don't know, something great with a bow on it. And so then you have these fans that are posting pictures of their bonfire, and you can tell them hashtag it my company or tag at my company. And now you're getting more circulation. You're getting more people out there. You're getting more people talking about it. So are you seeing how we kind of like multiply this effect and it gets bigger and bigger and you're bringing more people in? I hope you're kind of understanding that concept and why social media is so important, because it really is a multiplier and it really is a way to get A, free advertising, and B, free marketing analysis, which allows you to see what your clients, what your customers, what your raving fans are looking for. Even $10 gift cards are great. $10 gift card to Starbucks, something like that. Something easy that you can mail if you have clients that are out of state. $10 gift certificates are great. $10 off of your services, $30 off of your services. If you need to print a gift certificate, there are even gift certificate templates on Canva. So you can go to Canva and make a gift certificate that looks super fancy with your logo and information on it. However you want to do it. You can make business cards that are referral cards or gift certificate cards, super easy. They look really nice, and then you can hand those out. So just think of ways to, again, actively work with your Facebook group. So again, your goal is to get a large, focused fan base. Offer freebies for someone that refers someone. So let's say someone brings someone into the group and they introduce them. Say, okay, for anyone that brings a friend into the group and introduces them, I'll give you a $10 Starbucks card, or I'll give you a free consult for this, or anything that's going to, again, entice them to bring people in and talk about how great of a company you are and why you're different. Because the best way to get any type of marketing is word of mouth. Is somebody saying, I love this person, I love this company, let me tell you why. And if you can give them an incentive to do that, then that's encouraging them to interact, and it's bringing someone new in that could be a potential client. So wins for everybody, right? Integrate your email marketing. So you want to find a way where you can have there's a way when you set up your Facebook group that has like message me or contact me, anything like that. You want to have a way that you're able to capture emails. So with your any kind of promotions you're doing or anything like that, make sure you have the emails of these people and put them back into that CRM like we talked about, so you can feed them into a weekly newsletter, or you can tell them about advertisements and promotions. Always keep in mind that 7 to 12 touches to take someone that goes from being a fan or being someone that's interested to actually turning them into a client. So find ways that you're getting those touches in. So definitely want to try to harvest those emails or get them to contact you or to participate with you. So reward fans who tag your business. Also very important. Make sure you give them a shout out. Like, thank you, Jenny, who loves me at 1234 for tagging me. I really appreciate it. Send her a private message as well. Say thank you so much. I really appreciate you tagging me and for bringing my company out there. That makes me really happy. Do as much interaction you can with these people, because again, interaction is a way to reinforce their behaviors, and you want them to do that. You also want to do links to articles and videos that are relevant to what you do. That's pretty common sense, but again, keep it in order, in line of like what your Instagram picture looks like, and then you can expand a little bit more on Facebook, and then LinkedIn is when you give like the meat and potatoes. So let's pretend, just to make it a really easy summary, Instagram would be your appetizer. Facebook would be like, let's say, the vegetables on the plate. And then LinkedIn is your meat and potatoes. Does that make sense? So you really, for content, Instagram is just a little teaser, just enough to get your appetite going. Then Facebook is enough to eat like the sides, the stuff that tastes okay, but it's not the real reason you ordered that meal. LinkedIn is going to be the reason you ordered that meal, because it's going to be the most relevant content for your business. So include calls to action. Like, again, please share my page. Please do this. Make sure to do that. So we'll talk a little bit more about calls to action if you don't understand that. But add a like box to your website. So you can actually, when you're making your website, have a place where they can go in and they can automatically go to your group and like your group. So encourage that. Have a place in your website where it says like, follow, share, and it has all of your links in it so that they can connect to you. So that, again, you're bringing that website traffic now into your social media. Keep your text short on Facebook, to the point, and add a like button, like we talked about, to your website. Let's see. You want to target people who already know you and people who are already commenting and interacting. So really focus your time on those people. If I haven't already said that, I think I've kind of reiterated that, but really focus your time on those people because those are considered warm leads. So they're going to be either existing clients or clients that are already interested in your product. So then you want to give them the best experience so that if they aren't a client, you can convert them to being a client. So let's go. I think we've done a pretty good job of Facebook. So again, if you guys have questions, let me know. Now we're going to tackle LinkedIn, our meat and potatoes. So give me just a second. We're going to have our music play. Da, 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 da. And I will bring up our LinkedIn information. So LinkedIn, I will tell you, is it's a beast. It's a good beast, but it's a beast. Because LinkedIn is the most business-like, there's some things that you really, really want to do and you make sure you do well so that you are establishing yourself as an authority. So that's where LinkedIn really comes in handy. So first, let me see what the best way to do this is. Yeah, so let's talk about LinkedIn networking strategies first. So first of all, in your profile, we're going to go back to you need a headshot photo, not your logo. On LinkedIn, it has to be a headshot photo because again, it's almost like an online resume for you. So you want to attach a headshot photo. The photo, if you're not doing a headshot photo, please do not have anyone else in the photo. Please do not have you on vacation. Please do not have you holding a dog or a friend or a baby or anything like that. This is you going to an active interview, okay? So you are presenting yourself online as an active interview. So you want literally your best face forward, your best headshot. That's where you use Facebook and go, which one's my best headshot? They vote on it, use that one for your LinkedIn. Again, I cannot stress, headshots, so important. Write your headline with keywords. So keywords are searchable words through Google. So again, I use social media strategist and executive brand consultant and executive image consultant. Usually the way it works is if those words do not pop up in LinkedIn, they're not going to be searchable. So usually as you're typing it up, they should pop up for you. If they don't pop up, that means that you're off base and you've decided to call yourself. I had someone that called themselves the creator of all thinking or something ridiculous. It was a branding company, and how am I supposed to write creator of all thinking in LinkedIn? It's not going to show up. It's not searchable. It's really catchy. I give them points for that, but it's not going to help them when it comes to LinkedIn. So the next thing you want to do is there's a place where it says in your settings where it says LinkedIn -in, and then it'll have a series of numbers after it. What you want to do is in your settings, you want to change that to your actual LinkedIn. So like if you look at my LinkedIn, it literally says www.linkedin, and then it has .com/in/Jordan Keegan. And what that does is we go back to that search engine optimization. Somebody can type in Jordan Keegan in Google and guess what shows up? My LinkedIn profile. So it is really important that you change this part to either your company name or your name personally. Now my company name is J Keegan, but for this, because I'm using this as an online resume, I'm putting in Jordan Keegan. So I would highly recommend you use your personal name as your URL unless your name is super, super long. And then maybe I would just shorten it to like the first letter of your name, like J Kokrowski or something like that. Try to make it a little shorter. But I try to say always use your name for search engine optimization because, again, if somebody's Googling you and trying to find out who you are from your business card, you want them to find your LinkedIn because, again, that is your online resume and tells people why they want to hire you versus anyone else, okay? So the next thing is you want to add multimedia to your gallery. So there's a gallery setting. You can add pictures, you can add videos, you can add tons of content in there. So for me, I have pictures of me speaking at engagements. I have pictures of, like my business card. I have a video of me talking. Try to put in lots of different types of multimedia in there. Because again, this is a way of showing people you are good at what you do, you've done what you're doing, you're not just starting out, and you know how to do it well. So definitely clean that up, make sure that has some really good engaging pieces, great videos, short videos. Just to let you know, when you do a LinkedIn video, LinkedIn gives you 10 minutes. So if you do a LinkedIn video, it's a 10-minute video. And just to summarize, just to go back and retouch, Instagram is 1 minute, Facebook is 5 minutes, LinkedIn is 10 minutes. So you can actually do a small presentation on LinkedIn if you wanted to do that. I could do a mini version of this in 10 minutes to tell people why they need to buy this and why they need to be part of hashtag Social Jump 2018. So use that because you can post that as part of your posts. But you can also put it in your gallery. Your gallery, I will tell you, that's not the first thing people are going to see. They'll see it in your profile, but what they're going to be wanting to look at is your posts, okay? So the next thing is add links for calls to action. So same thing. You can put your pictures of, we have a 20% off sale for this month, and then down below you can put, go to my website at this, great way. Again, as you're seeing, we're integrating all of our social media together because the best way to get your social media work for you is to have them all linked in and integrated. So let's see, customize your contact information. So make sure you have, this is something people don't think about, but make sure you have a way for people that are interested in hiring you to contact you. So this is why it's really important if you have a website to have info at your website, info@jkeegan.com, or whatever your email is that you like. I prefer Gmail versus my website because it comes straight to my phone. I can respond to it faster. However you want to do it, but make sure you fill out that contact information. I can't tell you how many people don't fill out that information. Fill out a phone number, fill out your email, fill out your address, fill out anything that they are asking. Make sure that your clients that want to work with you can find you. Really important. So make sure it's sort of a company page. So you want to make, show your products and services. So take time to kind of post each product and service. You can also use the gallery to show some of the pictures of your products and services. Try to add video for each product. That is really important. Right now, all of the platforms, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, are prioritizing video over any other type of content. So I would say use video for as much as possible because when they prioritize it, that means it goes to the top of the feed and it shares with more people. So that's really important. So try to do videos of your product. Try to do videos of what you do. Again, try to be as personable as possible and treat this as like a personal resume, but you're using it as a way to say, why are you hiring me and my company? Post updates about your company. One thing companies don't do is celebrate their birthdays. And I think that's really important to do, or their anniversaries, however you want to call it. Because again, like we talked about, most businesses fail within the first 5 years. So every year that you make it in business, you need to celebrate. Do your business birthday. That's a great post. Post when you get to 1,000 followers on Instagram. Post it to your LinkedIn because people that are on your LinkedIn are now going to want to follow your Instagram. And post it on your Facebook because now people are going to want to follow it on your Facebook. Are you seeing the cross interaction that we're doing here? So post any milestones. Post when you have your 100th customer. Post when you got a good review. Post anything that's going to make your company look the best. Make sure you have links to your product pages. Get recommendations for products and services. So you'll see below, as you're filling out your profile, you actually have a way to pick what you do. And then other people can do recommendations for you. And do not be shy about asking for recommendations, especially if you know these people or they're your raving fans. The next thing is LinkedIn is a great way to search for people that might be interested in your product. So for me, I'm always looking for new businesses. I'm looking for smaller businesses, smaller owned entrepreneur businesses, because what I do is a lot of social media management and, again, executive image and brand consulting. So I'm looking for that business that's kind of starting off, or that business that needs to rebrand and kind of start over. So when I do searches, I just look for small businesses. I look for individuals. I kind of look in my feed at who does what. Find college alumni. That's a great way to find people that are going to be your raving fans, even if they don't know you. They feel like they have something in common with you, which makes them want to support you more. Search employees by company. So let's say you know people from a certain company. Try to get as many people from that company as possible. You can filter your results geographically. So for instance, I live in Atlanta. So I actually search just Atlanta and surroundings so that I'm not getting people that are in Birmingham. I'm not getting people that are in, Mississippi or anything like that. I try to keep all the people that I'm adding and putting in my LinkedIn to people that are around me. Even though I do my services nationwide, for me with LinkedIn, I try as much as possible to connect to the people to me locally because I do a lot of networking. So as much as possible, I want them to kind of already have had an idea about me before maybe they've even met me. Let's see. So again, back to your gallery, you want to include your multimedia. You can create galleries. Like I really love slideshows. There is an app called Pixgram. It's a free app, and what it does, it's really cool. You can take photos from, let's say, an event, and you can take 25 photos from the event, and it'll create a slideshow for you, and then it actually has a watermark that you can change, and instead of it saying Pixgram, you can say, like for instance, I work with Pro Networker, so I'll say Pro Networker at such and such event because we do a lot of networking events. And now I have something that I can put on Instagram because it's less than a minute. I have something I can put on Facebook that's also going to get a lot of interaction because people love photos. And then I can also put it on LinkedIn and say, look what we did this week. We were at this event. I can hashtag and I can tag the people at the event. So maybe more people that went to this event are going to be interested in following me. So again, kind of think of those things. Same thing, your products. If you have products, physical products that you're selling, you can do you can use the Pixgram to create pictures that flow through of each one of your products. So I think this is a great app. Again, it's free. So great way to utilize that and really get pictures going and to create that slideshow. Everybody loves that. So that's another good one. You can put that in your gallery. Again, your gallery is sort of your portfolio. So think of it again, like we're thinking of LinkedIn as our online resume, and your gallery is your portfolio. It's a portfolio of the work that you've done. It's a portfolio of people being happy with you, good client service. It's a portfolio of the products that you offer. So kind of think of it that way. Let's see. Create 30-second welcome videos for LinkedIn. That is huge. I am a huge proponent of creating a 30-second welcome video, period. I think it should go on all of your social media. And we'll talk about that at the end about how you can create that. But if nothing else, get out there, and it's sort of like your business card. So what I would say is, hi, my name is Jordan Keegan. I am with J. Keegan. We are an image and consulting firm. We specialize in social media strategy, executive brand consulting and imaging, and we would love to work with you. You can visit my website at www.jkeeganconsulting.com, or you can call me at 646-787-5819. There you go. 30-second intro, super easy. Think of it sort of as like your elevator pitch or your talking business card. I highly recommend doing one of those and posting those up on every one of your social media profiles. The earlier the better, but post it anytime is good because again, it's a great way to interact and it's a great way to introduce yourself to the community. Again, people are buying because of you. They're not buying necessarily because of your company. They are buying into you. So the more authentic you are, the more that they know about you, the more they see you, the more they're going to buy into your company and into your product. Very, very important. So let's see, make sure that you can create a landing page, and we'll talk, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm actually going to talk about that in a second. Landing pages versus websites. We're going to talk about that. Let's put a pin in that. So here are some rules. So the number one rule with LinkedIn is to engage, don't broadcast. So engage means, let's say there's a post that you like that's similar to your company or that is around something that interests you. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to like that post because it's going to show up in your feed. And then you want to comment on that post and say, hey, so-and-so, great article. I really enjoyed this, or great read. I think everyone should read this, and share it. So you want to like, you want to comment, and you want to share it. that is the best way to engage. By broadcasting, what they mean is you don't want to spam people. You don't want to be hitting every single thing that doesn't relate to you and putting comments everywhere. That's going to annoy people. What you want to do is make sure if you're commenting on something, if you're sharing something, it is relevant to what you do. So again, it's almost like it's adding to your portfolio. Let's see. If you are any groups, this is across the board. If you are added to any groups on LinkedIn or on Facebook, the very first thing you want to do is introduce yourself. That's where that 30-second video comes in. That's really handy. You can just pop that up and say, hi, I'm so-and-so. You want to make sure every time that you join a group that you introduce yourself, and not just as a paragraph and maybe a picture. A really good, solid way to introduce yourself is through video. Very, very important. Again, we'll stress that. That's just as high as a profile picture or a headshot. So the next thing you want to do is increase your visibility by promoting your website. So whenever you are posting a product, let's say, or you're talking about a service, make sure you include your website in there, because it will link so that people can click on it and go to your website. So again, don't just post your product and say how great it is. Make sure you're posting your product and you're posting the website so they can go to it. The next thing is going to be connections. Now, this is a great thing because there used to be a rule on LinkedIn that if you didn't know the person, you don't connect with them. I want you to take that rule and I want you to put a big X through it, because LinkedIn is literally social networking online. I mean, it is just like if you were in real life handing out a business card, except for on LinkedIn, you're handing out a resume with your picture, with your information, with your portfolio. So here's who you should connect with. Quality connections are super important. Try not to connect with just anybody unless just anybody can be your client. Start with colleagues, start with alumni, expand to any clients that you have, vendors that you work with, past employees, current employees, mentors, professors, invite leads that you found via networking or you found via search engines. So, and then also look at who are your super connectors. Find people that have a large following, that have a really good posting, that are influencers, and follow and connect with those people. The really cool thing about LinkedIn is anytime you get a connection, you will see how many people also connect with them. So it'll show you how many people that are in your group that you're connected to also know this person. So my rule of thumb is if there's more than 5 people in your group of connections that also are connected to this person, connect with them. What I like to do is I try not to connect with them, just connect and hit that button. I actually try to send out a little hello, how are you? My name is Jordan. This is, again, sort of like your 15-second elevator speech, like super quick. Like, my name is Jordan. I do executive brand and image consulting as well as social media strategy. I'd love to help you. Let me know if there's anything I can do. And send that out as like sort of a personalized note to anyone that you connect with. And that'll give them a better chance of choosing to connect with you, and also getting to know a little bit more about you, because now they're going to want to look at your profile. Endorsements are great. So endorsements is a section that's in your LinkedIn profile. It's just like getting a recommendation. That's the word I was looking for, excuse me. So it's just like a recommendation. So endorsements are great. Again, this is your online resume of your company. So you want to try to get as many people as possible to say your company is amazing, correct?